This is the afternoon edition of the Weather Xtreme video for Wednesday, July 22nd. I'm James Spann. Got some big storms on the board today. We'll be pretty active through tomorrow. Let's go in there and take a look at things. This is the water vapor satellite view. The heat ridge has weakened. The air aloft is colder, the air more unstable. And we got pockets of very strong convection across Alabama and Mississippi. In some cases, those storms have been severe. That was the radar at 2:19. And you can see a number of storms in scattered pockets around the state. At one point, we had warnings for parts of Shelby, Talladega, and Coosa counties, and more warnings are possible for the rest of this afternoon and early tonight, and probably tomorrow as well, as conditions seem to favor wet microbursts. Upper 80s and low 90s in most spots. Those numbers not too bad for a July day. It's 88 in Cullman and Anniston, Birmingham 93. The one exception, Tuscaloosa, where they're at 97. Heat index for the southern half of the state, but not for North Alabama. We don't need those, I think, for the rest of this week. Here's the convective outlook for the rest of today and tonight. A marginal severe weather risk through tonight for about the northern two-thirds of the state, and tomorrow, much of the state in a marginal severe weather risk. With very high capes, instability values, conditions favor localized areas of strong winds that might be enough to knock down trees and power lines, so inevitably we'll see a few more severe thunderstorm warnings along the way. Then on day 3, which is Friday, the risks are to the southeast and northwest of here. Overall rain for the next 5 days, valid through Monday morning, about 1 inch on an average basis, but of course your number will vary because of the scattered nature of the storms. And the tropics still very quiet across the Atlantic basin. All right, model fans, here's the GFS, the 12Z run, valid tomorrow at 1 o'clock. Nice trough on the west coast, troughing up in the northeast United States. And for us, we have a soupy air mass. And with the weakness in the ridge, we'll expect scattered to numerous showers and storms. And by golly, both the NAM and the GFS keep us under 90 tomorrow. The GFS is at 89. The NAM is at 88. How about that? So that could be the wettest day over the next 5 days. Then Friday, we'll mention scattered afternoon storms. Much like a typical summer day as the ridge begins to rebuild. And this is Saturday as the weekend begins. The 594 heat still west of the state, but it's starting to nose back in here. The air aloft warmer, the air more stable, and accordingly, showers and storms should be fewer in number. We could see a few out there. We probably will, but just not as many. And we'll be up in the mid-90s, and the same thing on Sunday. The models, the GFS showing 95 both of those days. And again, evidence of a little mischief just off the South Atlantic coast. The GFS has tried to hint at maybe some tropical development there. If something forms, it will not affect us. This is Monday. We're fairly dry. Again, there could be a storm, but they'll be pretty widely spaced. And heat levels, again, mid-90s. Pretty much the same thing on Tuesday. And this is Wednesday of next week. At 594, heat ridge flexing its muscles. Looks hot, muggy. A few spots getting an afternoon storm, just what you expect in late July. This is the end of the forecast, Saturday, August 1st. Wow. We've got heat ridging here. Big trough up in the northern plains, and for us, typical summer weather. Partly sunny, hot, humid. A storm possible in spots. And again, evidence of maybe a tropical system heading up toward the Canadian Maritimes off the upper Atlantic coast of the United States. If anything forms over there like we talked about, it shouldn't bother us. Next 15 days, highs mostly in the 90s, lows mostly in the 70s. And temperature anomalies July 29th through August 4th, little above average for the northern part of Alabama. That's it for the Weather Xtreme video today. We'll have notes in the blog. Next video here by 7 o'clock tomorrow morning. If you can't catch us this evening on the live stream of the television side, ABC 3340 News at 4, 5, 6, and 10 o'clock. Thanks for watching. Have a great evening, and God bless.